What's up, Toru? Are you drinking?
Yeah, I'm drinking. Look at this.
There's not a single empty pint, though.
The waiter already took them. You have to exchange glasses.
Excuse me, can I have 2 more pints of beer?
Hey, stop that! What are you doing now?
Come on. If you don't hurry up and drink, the next one is coming.
That's harassment.
I see. So, you're not gonna drink the drink that I ordered for you?
I'll drink it, but
That's what I thought.
you haven't changed at all, have you? A few years after I started working, we were getting together with a group of friends from college for the first time in a while. A few of us had gotten together separately to go out, but it was pretty nostalgic for all of us to get together and drink. As the years went by, everybody had gotten used to their working lives and gone down their own paths. Everybody had grown up a lot, and we had different concerns suitable for our age. Babies that were just born, guys that were on cloud 9 just proposed, problems with nursing their parents, etc. Crazy drinking parties or late nights, just like we used to back in college. We couldn't do that anymore. That was a little sad. And that's why I was really looking forward to today. I was really looking forward to it, and yet...
Well then, cheers!
Yeah, cheers!
Ah, delicious!
Is it? It's part of the all-you-can-drink course, so it's not that great.
That's not what I meant. I'm saying that it tastes great to drink with people I know like this, for the first time in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I thought. Of course it is.
The girl drinking alcohol in front of me so deliciously, her name is Nao Ishii. She's the most popular person in our group. And the fact that I was closest to her was secretly my biggest pride back in college.
What's the matter, staring at my face like that?
Oh, nothing.
Really? I thought that maybe you might have fallen for me now that I've become prettier. Since we haven't seen each other in a while.
You shouldn't say things like that yourself.
Because you would definitely never say that to me.
Well, that's true.
See? Told you. That's why I have no choice but to say it to myself.
Now, have you been good? From what I remember, you're at Yuki Company, right?
Yeah, work is pretty fun. And what about you, Toru? Was it Kanan Company? I've heard about the rumors that there's a really brilliant ace at Kanan Company.
That's not about me.
Really? Are you sure? I totally thought.
But also, I already quit my job.
What? Really?
Really.
Why is that?
I haven't had enough alcohol to talk about it.
Oh, there it is. I'll drink with you.
As usual, you jump right on board.
I'm only going with the flow because it's you, Toru.
Even though you say that to anybody.
You caught me. Well then, well...
Yeah, one more time.
Cheers!
Cheers! As we were drinking alcohol, I started to remember all the things that happened over the last few weeks. The company that I entered after graduating college was a company that was doing what I always wanted to do. On a large scale, and there were a lot of people, which meant that there were a lot of rivals, and that they required a high skill level there. That being said, it was what I wanted. I was the type of person who loved to level up in games. To be able to produce results for how hard I worked genuinely made me happy, and it was fun. I worked twice, thrice harder than everybody else. I was complimented, highly rated, and I got more work, and I completed it all. And then, I slowly but surely heightened my standing in the company. By the time I realized, I had given my all to my company over the last few years. However, I felt like I was getting back for what I gave, and so I didn't have any regrets about that. One day, my manager called me. Hey Mitama, do you want to try making the plan for the next competition for Alice Company? Are you sure? It's about time that you need something like that, isn't it? Thank you very much. My manager didn't tell me the details, but there was no doubt that that was basically an opportunity for a promotion. If everything went well with this plan, I would be in an even higher position. There was a staircase. A long, long staircase. And I'd been desperately climbing that staircase, and the door opened up. I was going to make this opportunity mine and go to a higher place. Compared to the guys I entered the company with, I was already above them, but this was beyond that. I intended to climb that staircase all the way to the very end. However, there was somebody who was watching that conversation with my manager. Hey, Mitama. What do you want? Just because the managers like you, you better not get carried away. I'm not getting carried away. You sure about that? The guy who spoke to me was named Jimmy. He was the guy who was my rival. Ever since we both entered the company, we both had our eyes on each other. However, the first one to trip was Jimmy. He had destroyed a very big sales meeting with a pathetic mistake. And in that time, I moved forward. I'm going to cut him off my back with this. I'm going to run to a place so high up that he won't be able to catch up. That's what I thought. But then one day, one piece of planning paper came around to my desk. Is this? And that was the plan that I had prepared for the competition for Alice Company. But he had stolen that from me and already turned it into our manager. Jimmy had pulled my leg, and he was trying to force his way ahead of me. I could no longer turn in the plan that I had in my hands. If I were to do that, what would happen? I'm not so stupid that I didn't know the answer.
What the hell?
Seriously, it's awful, isn't it?
Awful. It's awful. But I'm also mad at you, Toru.
At me? But why?
I can't believe that you just let that happen to you and stay quiet. That's so lame.
Wow, that hurts my ears.
Why did you run away?
What do you mean, why? Things like that. Whoever gets there first wins. I didn't have proof that he stole it from me. No matter how much I screamed, if I didn't have evidence, nobody would listen.
That might be true, but still, it's pathetic for you to run away.
You're right. You really are right. But I don't know. My mind went blank. I lost all desire to do anything. And the other day, I decided I had enough.
I can't believe you quit your company like that. That's stupid. Even though you worked so hard to get into that interview, even though you were so happy when you got the job offer.
Oh, come on, let it go. That's enough. I'm a victim, you know.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Nothing. Just staring blankly every day.
I see. Well then, Toru, you need to come to my company.
What do you mean, your company? Are you sure?
I'm sure it's fine. If I tell them that young big hope at Kanan Company comes, I'm sure they'll want you. To be honest, we're understaffed right now.
But still, to be honest, I was grateful. Yuki Company, although not as big in scale as Canon Company, was in the same industry. All of the knowledge that I gained until now, I would be able to apply without letting it rot.
Plus, I want to be able to do something with you for the first time in a while.
In the end, her smile became the deciding factor. My new workplace was a really easy working environment. Everybody wasn't just working for themselves, they were working for the improvement of the company, so nobody was trying to pull each other's legs. Yo, Mitama, working hard again? Yes, sir. It's break time already. Let's go eat. There's a place with a great lunch that's nearby. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to finish this. Yeah, right, of course. I'm sure you'd rather have lunch with Now instead of someone like me. My bad. No, that's not what I... Don't worry, don't worry. Oh, speak of the devil.
What's up, Toru? Let's get lunch.
There's something I want to finish up, so I can't.
What? You could just finish that after lunch. Break time is to take a break. Let's go. The lunch break is limited, so stop dragging along.
You're too forceful. Sir? Don't worry about it. We'll go another time. Yes, sir. More importantly, Mitama. Now, she's popular around here. If you don't do something about it, she'll get taken from you just like that. It's not like that, sir.
What were you talking about with the manager earlier?
Nothing.
Interesting.
More importantly now,
Yeah? What is it?
you need to eat your broccoli.
I don't wanna.
What do you mean, I don't wanna? How old are you?
Now is she 3 years old?
Wow, gross.
Hey!
You still can't eat broccoli.
I don't think I'll like it for the rest of my life.
Is that so?
So I think you're going to be stuck eating broccoli for the rest of your life.
I see. I don't think that'll be the case.
Darn it.
But also, what do you mean, for life? Are you planning on eating meals with me for the rest of your life?
What? Am I not allowed?
Not allowed? That's not what I mean.
Well then, it's fine.
Sure. Does this girl know the meaning of her words?
What's the matter? You're staring at my face again.
No, nothing.
Hey, you can't stare at somebody else's face and say it's nothing.
Fine. I was just thinking you haven't changed.
That's not it. The correct answer was, you've got prettier. Anything else, I'll punish you.
No comment.
Toru is so mean.
Pretending to cry while moving your broccoli from your plate to mine is questionable.
You caught me.
It was so obvious.
This reminds me of the past.
Yeah, we were always doing pathetic things like this.
That's right, that's right. Thanks to that, I wasn't able to get a single boyfriend.
I'm the same, so we can share in the pain.
Everybody used to think that we were dating anyway.
That's true.
So what about you after you graduated? How was it?
How was what?
You know, like a girlfriend and stuff?
Nothing.
Interesting.
What about you?
I also have nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well then, it's not my fault that you can't get a boyfriend now.
What did you say?
What I'm saying is, maybe it's a problem with your own attractiveness now.
Huh? Who says that? I was just waiting this whole time for you to say something to me. No, wait, stop. You didn't hear that.
Sure.
You didn't hear anything.
Yep.
Let's change the topic. Fresh start.
Listen now.
What is it?
Back in college, you see,
I can't hear you. I said change the topic, didn't I?
yeah, but back in college, I didn't have the courage. I thought that if I was rejected, I wouldn't be able to live. That's why, all the way until the end, I couldn't say it. All I was left with was regret. And because of the regret, that's why I couldn't bring myself to want to date anybody else until now.
It's fine. We can talk about relationships and stuff later.
Really?
Because of you, the conversation shifted.
It's my fault, huh?
Yeah, your fault.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna get into the main topic.
There was a main topic?
See, you're trying to shift the conversation again. Check that mouth.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. So, and...
I went and spoke to the superiors.
About what?
Well, about the Alice Company competition.
What do you mean?
That plan that was stolen from you. This is your chance to get it back. You can just present them with a plan that's even better than what they're going to present.
Is that why you invited me to your company in the first place?
Obviously. Because aren't you going to be angry if you just take the damage and cry in bed? Why are you laughing?
It's just... You're so strong now.
Are you messing with me?
Well, that's...
Fine, whatever.
To be honest, I fell in love with you again.
Love?
I'll do it. And I'll definitely win the competition. You know what? If I win, will you go on a date with me?
Will that motivate you?
Of course.
Well then, fine. In return, you better not lose. I'm looking forward to it, okay?
From that day forward, I started putting my all into my work. As for the plan, I used the one that was stolen from me by Jimmy as the base. All that was left was a competition to see which plan was going to be more profitable, mine or Jimmy's.
Toru, you're still not gonna leave?
Just a bit more.
You're working too hard. You're going to get sick.
No, but this is a time when I need to work as hard as I can.
I see. Well then, I can't tell you not to.
If you're going to say that, I would prefer different words.
Like what?
You know, like you're cheering for me?
I guess I have no choice. My voice is high.
For 3 times worth of broccoli.
Alright, it's a deal.
Oh, that's all it takes.
Go, Toru!
Yeah!
Don't lose, Toru!
Yeah!
Let's go on a date.
I did promise that!
You got this.
I got this! And then, the day of the competition. And so, that will be our proposed plan. When Jimmy was finished preparing, an applause erupted. This is interesting. It's pretty much decided. Seeing the reaction, Jimmy was grinning from ear to ear. However, I wasn't concerned whatsoever. That's because Jimmy hadn't surpassed any of my expectations. And besides, that was something that I had mostly created, that guy stole from me anyway. Even if he finished it. However, that's not enough to beat me. Well then, next, Yuki Company. Yes,
Toru, good luck.
leave it to me.
Do you have any concerns?
I do.
Really?
My concern is, I don't want to mess up where to take you on our date this weekend.
You idiot.
Here I go.
You got this.
Well then, I would like to explain the proposal that our company has prepared for you. As I passed out my proposal to the judges and made my presentation, I could see their eyes slowly start changing. At first, they were shocked that it was similar to the previous proposal. And next, they were impressed that it was a brushed-up version of what Jimmy had just presented to them. By coincidence, it seems that our plan is similar to the proposal made by Canon Company. However, our company has gone beyond that, and we would like to present you with this proposal. If I presented the exact same plan, then I probably would have been cornered, with everybody thinking I copied Jimmy's plan at Canon Company. That's right, that was the key. However, it was actually a way for me to make it clear which one of us actually copied the other. All I had to do was finish the rest. The person who actually understood the foundation of the plan would be able to create something that's even more profitable and necessary. And it was clear that what Jimmy presented was nothing more than the exact plan that I had already written out the foundation of. And there were a few naive points, unable to specify where the problems might occur and how to handle those problems when they arise. And then, I finished my presentation. There was no need to wait for the results asking for which proposal to be used. I'm sure Jimmy knew that himself too. When I looked over at him, he was shaking with anger. My date with Nao ended up at the amusement park. That was the result of her request.
Thank goodness it's sunny.
I wasn't too worried about that,
Why is that?
because you've always brought out the sun.
That's true. Even this makes me blush a little.
Even though you and I have been to the amusement park countless times together.
I know, but...
No, I get it. 'Cause this is our first date.
Yeah.
You're also dressed differently than usual.
Is it weird?
No, it looks great. You look cute.
Oh,
What is it?
I was just touched that you genuinely called me cute.
Don't lie. I know that you're just blushing.
You got me. Anyway, about that thing. What are you gonna do?
What thing?
Oh, come on. You always play dumb. I know that your previous company is asking you to come back, right?
Oh, that thing.
You really didn't know what I was talking about?
After the competition, my managers came over to me saying that they heard the situation from Jimmy, and they came over to apologize to me. But it's not like my managers did anything wrong. It was also my bad for not raising my voice about having my proposal stolen. And on top of that, I declined.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Because Kano & Company is a huge company after all. I'm sure the salary is totally different too.
Well, that is true, but
Well then, why?
you know now, I'm already Toru Mitama of Yuki Company. Just because I made up with my previous company, I would never do something so unjust as to go right back to them.
I see.
Plus, a smaller company isn't all that bad. I feel a lot of purpose in what I do, and I don't hate that. I feel like I'm able to help lift the company with my own hands.
Don't call it small.
Oh, pardon me. Also, yeah, at my company now, there's you now.
Yeah.
And in that case, that would be enough for me.
Oh then, looks like we're going to be together forever then.
I guess so. Plus, I have to eat your broccoli for you for the rest of my life anyway.
That's like a proposal.
Are you sure you're okay with a proposal like that?
Definitely not.
I'll propose properly someday.
Alright.
So for today, I'll just leave it at asking you out. Will you please go out with me now?
How many years did I wait for this?
I'm sorry.
It's fine, I forgive you.
Is that so?
Because you finally said it for me.
So what's your answer? I asked because I couldn't wait for her answer.
Yes, I can't wait to be your girlfriend, Toru.
Nao had the most beautiful smile on her face, and she gave me the best yes.
My name is Daiki Serizawa, and I'm a junior in high school that goes to a normal public school. I was right in the middle of the school festival, and for some reason I was watching over my best friend, Jun Yamanobe, ask his crush out. Actually, to be correct, I wasn't the only one watching. All of the students and the entire school were watching. I've always liked you since we were freshmen, Sato. Will you please go out with me? That's amazing. He really did it.
Yeah, if you're okay with me, please go out with me.
Wow, amazing! Congratulations to both of you! I'm so glad it went well. Apparently this is an homage to old school television, but if he was rejected, it would have been held. Mr. Yamanobe, we're happy for you. How do you feel right now? Well, to be honest, I thought I was going to get rejected, so I'm shocked. But that's not true. Watching you ask her out in front of everybody with so much courage, I think anybody would say yes. Thank you. But I truly do believe that if there's somebody that you like, then you shouldn't hide it and you should honestly tell them how you feel. So I'm really glad that I did. That was actually a pretty good thing to say. That's amazing! Who would you like to tell that you succeeded in asking your crush out? I think I'll have to tell my friend Daiki, especially because he let me discuss this with him so many times. I see. Well, then let's go ahead and tell him. Oh no, I really don't like attention though. From there, I was handed a mic from a nearby staff member for the school festival. Daiki, thanks for rooting for me. No, I didn't do anything. It's all because you had the courage, Jun. Yeah, thank you. But given the opportunity, don't you think it's best that you ask your crush out too? Huh? What are you saying? Oh yeah, ride this wave. Build up the courage and ask her out. This is definitely not the flow where I can say I won't do it. I don't think there's any way she'll say yes, but there's definitely one person that I would be really happy to be able to date. All right, I'll ask her out. Oh, you got this! I am a junior in Class 2, Daiki Serizawa. When I was on the lifestyle committee with Miss Hyodo, I always looked up to her for how she was never two-faced with anybody, and that she would always be able to honestly say what she feels. If you'd like, will you please go out with me? Wow, that guy really went for it. Hyodo, your response!
I'm totally shocked that Serizawa would ask me out. But everything about him is lame, so there's no way.
At that moment, it was almost like the excitement from earlier was a complete lie, and the entire gymnasium was wrapped in silence. And with this, we're going to end this segment. The next segment is... From there, the school festival closed its curtains in this state of hell. Daiki, don't worry, cheer up! Well, I can understand it would be hard to be rejected that straightforward, but... If you understand, then don't say anything. And first of all, you know that this was originally your fault, Jun. I didn't have any intention of asking her out anyway. Sorry, but I finally got a girlfriend, and I would have been happy if you got a girlfriend too, so I got carried away and said that. But who would get rejected in that kind of momentum? I bet nobody even remembers that I asked Sato out. Hey, either you're going to apologize or laugh at me. Choose one. Well, then, without hesitating, I'll laugh. Hey, don't laugh. After that, I was laughed at by the majority of the guys in our class and teased by them while they tried to cheer me up. Even though they all started off by trying to cheer me up, in the middle they all started laughing. Well, I guess it's better than being treated like a sore loser.
I'm sorry about your rejection.
What? Why are you so shocked? Everybody's been saying stuff to you this whole day.
Well, yeah, but
I'm not surprised about that. I'm just surprised that Sagimiya spoke to me. The girl sitting next to me in class, Reiki Sagimiya, she was the most beautiful girl in our year, but she was the type that was really difficult to read and also didn't let many people get close to her. So why is that Reika Sagimiya talking to me? Or maybe she was just bored and said something.
well, whatever. Hey, lend me your ear.
What?
If you're single, do you want to try going out with me?
Huh?
You don't need to act so shocked.
No, but it is shocking. This must be a joke that Reika Sagimiya would date me, right? If she's just teasing me like this, I don't like that, so let me get back at her. If I can go out with you, then yeah, I would love to.
Is that so? Well then, we're gonna go shopping for clothes and contact lenses after school today, so keep it free.
Oh, she just meant going out shopping. Well, I figured there was some kind of loophole like that. But I do feel lucky just to be able to hang out with Reika, so... All right, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my, is that so? Well, I'm also looking forward to it.
After that, after I cleaned up the classroom, Reika and I decided to meet in front of the school gates. Sorry, cleaning took longer than I thought.
It's fine. I didn't wait that long anyway.
More importantly, let's get going. Reika, where are we?
Yuki Optometry. It says it right here.
No, but why are we at the optometrist together? This is why I really don't know how to read Reika.
We are going to buy contact lenses for you, so we're going to get a prescription.
What, me?
Yeah, I already have contact lenses, and I also just went up for my periodic checkup.
No, but I don't...
She called you lame, didn't she? So this is a good opportunity to change your image, isn't it? Or, wait a minute, are you scared to put contact lenses in your eyes?
That's not what I'm saying. That's totally easy. From there, I was swept by Reika's momentum, and after the optometrist, we went to the shop and I bought contact lenses.
I knew it. Contacts are way better than glasses. Well, in class, you take your glasses off to take a nap, so I knew what you looked like without glasses.
What, you were looking at me? I totally thought that you were uninterested in anybody else, Reika.
I don't think there's any person that exists that's uninterested in people. Do you think I'm some kind of cyborg?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say, but I guess you're mysterious, and I do think you're difficult to read.
Is that so? So I guess that means that I'm not your type.
What?
Because you said that your type is someone who's honest and not two-faced.
Oh, you remembered what I said at the school festival.
Yeah, I may not seem it, but I have a good memory.
I wonder how she thinks that I view her. No, but more importantly, wait. If you're saying that you're not my type, does that mean that the way you're acting usually isn't the real you?
That's not what I'm saying, but I don't think that there's nobody in this world that's as straightforward as Hyodo.
Huh, that might be true.
When I'm with somebody that I like and makes me nervous, I have a hard time keeping straight.
Really, that's pretty unexpected. Even though she's usually cold, Reika can be cute too. But I don't think that's the same as being two-faced. If anything, I find it pretty cute.
Really? If you're going to say that, then there's no need for me to fix it. Well then, next, let's go buy hair wax. You don't normally use any products in your hair, do you?
Yeah, they're always sticky and I don't really like them that much. And plus, I don't really know how to use them, so...
Well, I could teach you how to use it. It's starting to get late, so let's hurry up and go.
Sure. This is the first time I've held hands with a girl. Wait, what am I thinking about? After that, we went around and completed all of our shopping. All of my allowance.
Well, contact lenses and hair wax can get pretty expensive, but in order to look handsome, it's gonna cost money.
Oh, really? I didn't have any interest whatsoever in things like that, so I didn't know. Well, that's probably why she called me lame.
That's true. Even if you have a good base, if you don't put effort into it, then you're going to look lame. Hey, just try it out. Do you mind if I try doing your hair with the wax earlier?
After that, Reika started messing around with my hair skillfully. Wow, it looks so good it doesn't even look like me!
Self-praise, huh? Well, I don't think it's too bad.
Oh, I'm not talking about my potential. I was just complimenting your hairstyling skills.
Is that so? Well then, I will gladly take the compliment. Why don't you start going to school in this state from now on? I'm sure it's enough that wouldn't go against school uniform standards.
That might be true, but...
What's the problem?
Well, for me to be able to learn how to set my hair like this, it's probably going to take me a lot of time.
Oh, is that all? Well then, I'll go to your house every morning and I can do your hair for you.
Why? No, you really don't have to do anything like that. It's fine. And plus, my parents and my little sister will be at home, so if you suddenly show up, then everybody will panic. They'll definitely misunderstand and think she's my girlfriend.
True. Going to your house might be too soon. It would be better to do that once some more time has passed. It's already getting pretty late. We should get going.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for today.
Not at all. I had fun too.
After that, we parted ways and went home. Today was so fun. Plus, Reika told me to go shopping with her, but in the end, everything we bought was for me. I wonder if Reika was just trying to be thoughtful because I was rejected and called lame. I need to make sure I thank her later. First, in order to not waste all of the kindness that she showed me today in helping me, I need to practice to make sure I can do my own hair like this. After that, I learned how to style my hair, and by the time 1 month had passed, I'd gotten pretty good. I started getting closer to Reika. By the time I realized it, we were so friendly that we would be eating lunch together alone on the rooftop.
Not bad. Although I still think you look better when I do your hair for you.
Well, yeah, there's no way I could reach your level.
That's true, but with this, have you gotten your confidence back that you once lost?
Yeah, thank you. You did all kinds of things for me, so here, thank you.
What? Thanks. A scrunchie. That's unexpected.
It's because I've never really seen you tie your hair back, so I kinda wanted to see it.
Really? Well then, wait a minute. What do you think?
Wow, it looks good on you.
Really? Thanks. Pretty good taste for you, Daiki.
I'm happy to hear it. I asked the employees all kinds of questions, and I spent more than 2 hours at the shop, so I'm glad she likes it.
Hey, did you choose this one specifically thinking about me?
Yeah, I didn't want to choose a bad one because that would be rude to you. It wouldn't be a thank you.
Interesting. If it was a present from you, no matter how lame it is, I would still put it on though. Well, if you thought about it for me, either way, I'm happy.
Yeah. She seems genuinely happy. It does make me happy.
Hey, do you have a minute?
What, Hyodo? Why are you here on the roof? I haven't spoken to her in over a month since she rejected me at the school festival.
I came here to look for you, Serizawa. Yeah, because I heard a rumor from my friend that recently you've been up here eating lunch every day with Reika.
Really?
Yeah. By the way, Serizawa, you've gotten better looking.
What? Thanks.
Did you change your image because you were rejected by me?
To be honest, that's part of it. But the reason why I was able to change, I think, was thanks to Reika.
Well, that's true. Interesting, is that so? Hey, Serizawa, let's go out together.
What?
Because you've gotten good looking, and I didn't dislike your personality to begin with anyway. I know it's been a month, but do you still like me? Hyodo, unfortunately, it's too late. What? Now why is it that you're answering me, Sagiamiya? I'm pretty sure I was asking Daiki. That's because I have a right to answer. What do you mean? Wait a minute. Yeah, just as you may have guessed, I'm already dating Daiki.
What?
What? Wait, why are you also shocked, Daiki?
What? Because we're...
Hey, since when have you been dating? A month ago, I was the one that asked Daiki out. You're the one that rejected him, so you can't complain, can you? Well, that's true. I wouldn't be able to go so far as to steal a guy that's already having a girlfriend, so I guess I have no choice. If I knew you were going to be this good-looking, I should have said yes back then.
Can I say something?
What's the matter?
When did you ask me out, Reika?
What? Oh dear, Reika. Could it be that you are only imagining that you were dating all this time? Obviously not. On the day of the culture festival, I asked you out and you said okay, didn't you?
What? I thought you were just asking me to go out shopping with you.
Obviously not.
Seriously, I thought you were just helping me by changing my image because I was feeling down.
Well, that was part of it too, but usually if a girl is asking you out, then it obviously means that she likes you.
But in that case, why did we suddenly go shopping?
Obviously because that was a date. And plus, I wanted you to hurry up and get over the fact that you were rejected. And obviously, if you were going to date, then there's no harm in it being good, right?
That's true. But I wouldn't expect to go to the optometrist first thing on a first date.
What, Reika? You took him to the optometrist on your first date? That's ridiculous. We only went there because I wanted to get him contact lenses, so don't count that as being part of the date. We went to go shopping to the mall to buy hair wax, so a date is a date.
Well, that might be true.
Hey, so to summarize, that means you two weren't actually dating, right? Ugh, Daiki, you're so stupid, so clueless.
Sorry, I can't say anything back.
Well then, there's no problem if I ask go out with him now, right? Wait a minute there. Even if I were to take 100 steps back and say that we weren't dating over this last month, in that case, you need to start dating me from today.
What?
Hey, don't you think that's unfair? I'm the one that asked him out first today. If you're going to say that, I already asked about a month ago. Daiki was just too stupid to notice. True.
Wait a minute. I understand that the reason why Hyodo is asking me out is because of my face now. But why do you like me, Reika?
Because the way you sleep at your desk is cute. So that also means it's because of your face. That's part of the reason, but no. When I watched him talking to the other boys in between classes, he had a lot of guy friends. He has a good personality, and I realized what kind of person he was. But I forgot my textbook at home. He let me borrow his. You're a lot easier than I thought, Reika. Shut up. I'm still better than you, who chooses only based by looks. What? You only stared at him while sleeping. I think I'm being more straightforward. And Daiki said himself that he likes honest, straightforward girls.
Yeah, but after spending the last month with you, I know that Reika is also more straightforward than I thought. When I gave you the scrunchie, you were so happy, too.
That's true. Interesting. So Daiki gave you that scrunchie. That's right. I've already received a gift as well. I don't think that there's any way for you to win this, Hyodo. Daiki, can you hurry up and decide which one you're going to choose? Wait a minute! What? I don't think you should try to be such a sore loser at this point. No, I haven't yet. And isn't it unfair to begin with? What's so unfair? Because you already got to spend 1 month with Serizawa, right? In that case, you should go on dates with me for 1 month too, and make your answer. Hey, there's no need for that to happen.
Both of you, please, calm down. The day after I was publicly rejected, my life changed completely. 1 month later, I would have a beautiful girlfriend by my side. But at that time, I didn't know that yet.
Hey, teacher!
Yeah? What's up?
About the drawing that I did in class the other day, what can I do to get better?
Looks like you suddenly have a burst of effort. Are you aiming to go to an arts college?
I was thinking that could be good too.
Don't. You shouldn't.
Is it okay for a teacher to block a student's future?
Because you won't be able to eat, even if you go to a place like that.
But look at you, teacher. You're a teacher.
It just means that I was unskilled. There are many smarter ways to live. There's no need for you to purposely choose a narrow road. Anytime I would speak to an adult, they had the role of teacher. But now I had switched places, and before I knew it, I had gotten used to being called that myself. Which also means that back when I had a lot of great hopes and dreams, and I was the same age as the child in front of me, I never could have imagined that this was going to be my future.
But why do you regret becoming a teacher, mister?
Well, no. It's not that I regret it. Once I tried it, being a teacher is actually pretty fun.
Well then, why are you saying that?
Well, it's not the future that I hoped for. The people that were actually able to become what they wanted to become are one in a handful, and I ended up a loser.
Are you saying that that's how I'm gonna turn out?
It's all about the possibilities. In the art world, out of all the people with talent and skill, only those with the luck of winning the lottery can finally stand on the stage. That's what it's like. And knowing that situation, there's no way that I can send one of my sweet students out there.
Really?
As if.
Huh?
If it's a dream that you can give up on so easily with this little lecture, then you should really avoid it.
Shoot, that was a trap!
That wasn't my intention, but...
That's a lie.
It's not a lie, and plus, everything that I said is the truth. If you don't have determination to put your entire life on the line, then don't move forward. You're only going to experience defeat.
Mister, do you know of the artist named Mizuki Hayami?
Yeah, I do. I hadn't heard that name in years. All this time, for a long time, I had intentionally avoided it, but I never could have imagined that I would hear it out of the mouth of my student.
I bet. She's a really famous artist right now.
For our generation, she jumped way ahead of all of us and became famous.
I saw on TV that person recently won a really famous award.
Interesting, is that so?
One of those paintings, how much do you think one would cost?
Who knows?
I heard $1 million.
Well, that's amazing. I don't know how many times of my salary that is, but you know what? It really is a lottery. No matter how good a piece of art might be, normally, it wouldn't have that much value. There must be some other value in addition to the artwork that increases the price.
Yeah, I get that. That's not what I'm saying. I only saw her on TV, but she was super pretty. Both her and the painting. And that's why I thought I wanted to paint like that too. That's all.
Is that so? In that case, I'm rooting for you.
What?
If you have the feeling of wanting to paint, then I'll teach you. And if you have the determination to keep drawing, no matter what, then I'll also root for you to take that path. I'm your teacher after all.
Well, I'm gonna bring my painting. Wait for me.
Sure. The student walked away, and I was left alone in the classroom. But even still, that Mizuki, I guess she became famous again. One artwork is worth 1 million? I can't even imagine what kind of painting you would have to create for it to have that much value. I thought about looking it up online, but I decided not to. Probably because I wouldn't be able to look at it with pure eyes.
Hey, Yuya, about the expression here.
Let's see. If it were me, this is how I would do it.
Oh, that's amazing. It got so much better.
Told you. There's no way that I would be able to teach her now, like I used to back then. No matter how many paintings I would make in this place, there's no way it would win against one painting of hers, and not just from a money perspective. Because of course, even though I showed so many paintings to my student, that student never once told me he wanted to take painting seriously and pursue it. And yet, just by seeing the artwork by Mizuki on TV, all of a sudden, he was serious. There was a very clear difference between Mizuki and me. It hurt. When I listened closely, I could hear it. When I closed my eyes, I could still clearly remember. Back in the days when Mizuki and I weren't anything, when we were just high school students in the art club together, she and I were painting together almost every single day. When we were in high school, my classmate Mizuki Hayami and I, the only members of the art club. It sounds good when we say we were the elite few, but in reality, it was just that we weren't popular. Even the literature club was more popular. That being said, that was the perfect environment. Both Mizuki and I were serious about our painting. We both had the dream to go to art school and someday be able to live off of our own paintbrushes. That was the future we hoped for.
Yuya, you're amazing.
What is?
The one you submitted for the art festival the other day. It got the gold prize too.
The gold prize isn't enough though.
But why? I think it's amazing.
Because there were more prizes above that.
Love that, but they were all adults. And within that, some of them were active professionals.
That doesn't matter. Age or experience. If I can't win against all of them, there's no way that I can get to where I want to be.
And this is why you're so amazing, Yuya. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to become famous one day.
You say that, but what about you, Mizuki?
What about me?
Is there anything that you want to be in the future?
Let's see, I do love painting, so I hope I can paint forever. Maybe becoming a school teacher could be nice.
What are you saying? That would be such a waste.
A waste?
Mizuki, you're one of the very few rivals my age that I really believe in, so if you don't compete against me forever and ever, then it's a problem for me.
Is that a proposal? You're blushing.
I'm not blushing.
Are you sure? But you're right. I hope we can be side by side painting together forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if you become famous, don't leave me.
As if I would ever do anything that cold-hearted.
That's true.
Anyway, first, we need to get into college.
Stop that! We're suddenly coming back to reality.
You can't panic over something this small.
Well, for you that might be easy, but for me, I'm barely getting by.
First of all, you panic too much, Mizuki. You should be more confident. Even at the last art contest, when I opened up the lid, and out of all of the high school students, you were just behind me and got the silver award. Once we finish our college entry exams, should we go celebrate somewhere?
What? Really?
Of course.
It's okay, even if I don't get in, right?
Wait, why are you saying that?
Because you said once we're finished, you didn't say anything about getting in.
In that case, no.
What? No fair!
If you want to go celebrate, then you have to work hard.
Well, yeah, I am going to do my best.
It's fine. With your artwork, you're going to be fine. The next spring, both Mizuki and I were accepted into our dream art college.
Wow, everybody here looks so cool.
You're right.
I guess that's what artists should look like. Do you think we look too normal?
It's fine. In the end, the artwork is what it's all about. Even in college, Mizuki's and my relationship didn't change at all. We would spend all day painting side by side. Our instructors were a higher level as well, and our skills were evolving exponentially. As a result, our range of artwork also expanded. And just like that, 1 year passed by, and then 2 years passed by. During that time, I was caught in a slump. I didn't think that anything that I painted was good, and even after I painted them, nothing seemed to click. Weren't well rated either. Little by little, my speed of painting also started to get slower.
Here you go, Yuya.
Whoa, that's cold.
This is for you. You should take a break.
You're right.
Your painting is a pretty big one.
I guess so. How's it going for you, Mizuki?
I just finished it, and I sent it in for the awards.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty proud of this one.
You've been on a roll lately, Mizuki. Unlike me, who was constantly in my head and indecisive, Mizuki only continued to move forward. Some of the artwork she posted on social media went viral, and she had become a little bit famous. Even though they were small, she was also given offers for exhibitions. However, I was too scared to ask about the details. I was scared that she was opening up all of these new doors and would leave me behind. What do you think about my painting?
I think it's really great.
Really?
Well, could also be because I'm your biggest fan, Yuya. I might be a little biased.
Damn it.
But I really do love them. Your paintings.
I'm happy to hear that, but...
Listen, Yuya.
what is it?
Promise me that you'll continue painting forever.
What?
I know how difficult of a thing that is, but please, don't just break your paintbrush, because we promised, didn't we? That the two of us will always continue painting together?
That's a given.
Good. Then fine.
Perhaps at this point, Mizuki had already noticed my impatience. In other words, maybe she had noticed that I was being swayed by my jealousy, my desire for acceptance, and pathetic things like that.
I don't want to get in your way, so I'm gonna go now. Good luck for the rest. The deadline is coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get the top prize.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
However, forget the top prize, my artwork wasn't even chosen for the gold award. It got the silver. Instead, the piece that was selected for the top prize was... Inside of that art museum, in the most attention-grabbing spot, was Mizuki's artwork displayed. Top prize. The spot that I spent years and years chasing after, Mizuki had gotten. I was only happy for her for a brief moment, and my body was quickly overtaken by a dark, heavy feeling. Adorned in a beautiful dress, standing under the spotlight, surrounded by many people, was Mizuki. Within that gathering were even some of my favorite artists. Someday, it was supposed to be me getting the top prize and speaking to them. Someday, I believed that I would be standing there, shoulder to shoulder with those people. And yet, the spotlight never reached me. Without even saying one word of congratulations, I left the art museum alone. It was probably because Mizuki was so blinding under the spotlight, and after that, I started running away from her.
Hey, Yuya, next time.
My bad.
What?
It's almost time for my shift.
Did you start working somewhere?
Yeah, costs money to paint anything. Really sucks to be poor.
I see.
Are you fine, Mizuki?
Yeah.
But I knew that without having to ask her, because Mizuki was currently stepping up, bit by bit, on a staircase that only a limited amount of talent could climb, and she was skipping up those steps. She began exhibiting her work in galleries, and her paintings sold right off the shelves. She even started getting invited onto TV. I heard that she got invited to an overseas event soon. There was no way that she would be struggling for money. If anything, a lot of adults were dropping a lot of money to make her paint. Well then, I'm gonna go.
Good luck.
You too.
What?
I'll be watching. No matter how famous you become, I'll always be watching your artwork. If you get carried away, you slack a little bit, I'll know immediately.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do my best.
In that case, fine. And in my memory, this was my last conversation with Mizuki. She became so busy that she was no longer able to come to college, and even in the rare occasions she did come, I avoided her. And then, by the time that we graduated from college, Mizuki had already become somebody that was far out of my reach. I completely gave up on my dream to become an artist, and I quickly got my teaching license. Starting this spring, I was going to teach painting at a high school. The future plan that Mizuki used to speak of turned out to be mine, I guess. No, maybe not. The dream that I used to speak of, and the dream that Mizuki used to speak of, had both taken different shapes, because neither of us were painting side by side anymore. I should have at least said one word of congratulations to her. Giving up on my dream was my own decision, and that's why there's nothing more that I could do. If there's anything that I regret, that wouldn't be it. It would be that I wasn't able to be happy for my best friend. No, the girl that I liked, and the honor that she was able to get. Also, that I was the one left behind, and I wasn't able to keep my promise with her. A world-renowned artist and a local high school teacher painting together, that future was probably never going to happen. That night, in a rare occurrence, I got a phone call from my father. What's the matter, calling me? There's something I need to talk to you about. Why do you sound so formal? Do you have any interest in an arranged marriage? Arranged marriage? That's right. But I'm still in my 20s. I haven't thought about marriage. You have somebody in mind for that? I don't, but... in that case, why not? I don't have that much time left. Let me hold my grandchild while I still can. When he put it like that, I was weak. Last year, after years of a hard life, my father collapsed. In order to continue rooting for my dream of painting forever, he had continued working for years and years and ended up working too hard. It was my fault. Hey, Yuya, there isn't only one way to live. Even if you couldn't make your dream come true, having a wife and a child to protect is a brilliant way to live. At the very least, I've had a great life like that. I know that. I've always looked up to you for that, Dad. Well then. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that would be good. I wasn't able to become an artist, but now I'm still able to survive off of painting. Asking for anything more is simply a luxury, isn't that right? The next day, for the first time in a long time, I sent a gift to Mizuki after I gave up on all kinds of things. In return, I was determined. When I looked up on the internet, I could find multiple paintings that Mizuki had done until now, and every single one of them was truly brilliant. Many times more so than my paintings. When there was this much of a gap, I couldn't even be jealous. So I thought about finally releasing myself of my last regret. It was the last thing that was weighing on my heart. The thing that I had never, ever been able to say. Although, I still wasn't able to say it to her face. Well, someone like me, you would never be able to see her again anyway. The sky opened up and went on endlessly. We might be under the same sky, but we weren't next to each other. Mizuki, congratulations. You really are amazing. At the very least, I hope that feeling would reach her. The person for the arranged marriage was a beautiful woman, 2 years younger than me.
Mr. Yuya, what are your hobbies?
Painting, I guess.
That makes sense. I understand why it's your job.
I guess so.
Will you try to paint me sometime?
Of course. The arranged marriage went on, steadily, without any bumps.
I know it seems a little too early to ask this, but what about kids?
It's a good question. I want kids.
Do you like kids?
I don't know. Until pretty recently, I didn't like them that much, but ever since I started my current job, even though sometimes they're brats, I still find them to be very cute.
Was it not always your dream to become a teacher?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I wanted to become an artist, but you know, it was pretty difficult. I hated myself for being able to laugh about my setbacks like that. Me in the past never would have been able to. In fact, I may have punched myself for laughing about it, but I was an adult now, and I had gotten used to things like that. But it was at that moment I noticed a sound from outside, feet stomping in the hallway. Like there's a commotion out there.
Sounds like it.
I wonder if something happened. As soon as I said that, doors swung open.
Finally! I finally found you!
Mizuki? Standing there was Mizuki, who I hadn't seen in years. What are you doing?
Something that was mine about to be taken, so I came to claim it back.
What do you...
I'm sorry, but this arranged marriage is cancelled.
Hey, what are you doing?
You don't care if it's Yuya or not, do you? But for me, I can't. If I don't have this person, then I can't live. It has to be this person, and this person only. So I'm sorry. I can't give him to you.
Suddenly, the arranged marriage was annulled. Other person thought my ex-girlfriend had barged in, and she was super angry. How is it that Mizuki knew about this arranged marriage? Well, it probably began with the gift that I sent her. And when she called me to thank me for the gift, my phone number had changed, and she wasn't able to get a hold of me. She had no choice but to call my parents, and apparently, my mom accidentally told her everything. That being said, who would come all this way from New York?
Because...
And not only that, aren't you in the middle of a really big exhibition?
It's fine. The artwork is already on display, and even if I'm there, I just have to make pleasantries with everybody. To be honest, it's exhausting. I wish I could just paint and paint only all the time.
I wonder how many artists there were in the world who would be forgiven for saying that. She really was a chosen person. You really are amazing.
Hyuya.
Long time no see, Mizuki.
Yeah, long time no see.
Have you been well?
I guess you could say so. Oh, I'm still painting though.
Looks like it.
What about you?
I don't paint for myself anymore. I'm a high school teacher now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
One of my students, he started saying that he was inspired by your painting and that he wanted to become an artist.
And then, what did you say?
I told him that he should find a different path.
Poor guy.
No, don't you think it's much more sad to push him down the path of art?
You really think so?
Yes, as someone who succeeded, you wouldn't understand.
I don't like when you put it like that.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean for it to sound bitter.
Fine, but...
You haven't changed, Mizuki.
What? No way! I thought I'd become pretty mature after all these years.
No, that's not what I mean.
I have a bigger chest too!
I know that. They're valued in the millions now.
I guess so.
They're paintings that I won't be able to buy in my lifetime.
That's not true. If it's for you, Yuya, I'll paint as many as you want for free.
Is that so? Well then, why don't I ask for a few pieces? In that case, I'll become a millionaire in one night.
Sure.
You should get mad. That was pure bitterness.
But even then, it would really be fine. I'll be sure to get my reward anyway.
Like I said, I don't have any money.
I don't need anything like that. Instead, I want you.
What?
If you need money, I'll give you however many millions you want. And in return, I want you to give me your life. I don't want you to become anybody else's but mine ever. We promised, didn't we? That the two of us would paint together forever and ever. And you promised that you would always watch me painting. So don't you know that's why I continued painting? Because I wanted you to continue watching me. Because I wanted to be together with you forever. And yet, you were trying to go off and get married. Of course I was going to jump on the plane and come back for that. Please, stay by my side. Please don't run away from me anymore.
I'm sorry.
I don't want an apology.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, don't apologize.
I can't believe I would make you say that. I really am the worst.
Seriously.
Are you seriously fine with someone like me?
That's not what I'm saying. It has to be you.
But I can't teach you like I used to back then.
But you're a teacher, aren't you?
You already have all of the skills, don't you? You're already well above me.
That's not true at all. I've always said this, haven't I? That I'm the biggest fan of your artwork, Yuya.
Everything that I had been harboring inside of me was melting away with Mizuki's warmth. You know, this is making me want to start painting right now. It's been a while since I felt like this.
Well then, let's paint. Like we used to, together.
You need to go back there, don't you?
That's true, but to be honest, I wasn't planning on going back soon anyway.
Really?
Yeah, because I already told them over there. The next time I come back, I was going to drag my husband there with me.
Do you mean?
Who else would it be besides you, Yuya?
And just like that, I was laughing again next to Mizuki. I bet I was going to start painting again, not for an award or for my dream, but just to see the woman that I love smile. A painting like a love letter, side by side with her.
Thank you for watching. How was today's video? Please check out our other videos as well.